You know it's bad when the mainstream media are reporting it. Rachel Zegler Hollywood premiere is now scaled back. Now, not only have they cancelled any UK premieres, which is very, very normal, not the cancellation, having one is very, very normal for Disney movies, especially one of this size. They are now scaling back the Hollywood premiere as well. Very interesting and very revealing, obviously, clearly. You know, you learn a lot about what Hollywood and the studios think of things 9 times out of 10 through omission, right? You know, what are you omitting? What are you not doing? And what are they not doing here is having a full-blown Hollywood premiere. Fascinating stuff. Fascinating stuff. Now, it's not just in terms of, it's just scaling back. They're tight media leashes here because they know that Rachel Zegler is toxic. How on earth can this woman be hired for anything in future? When any studio is going to look at what and talk to executives, they're going to know that Rachel Zegler was such an issue. You nuked your career, Rachel. I hope it was worth it. I hope it was worth it. Before it even began. You know, this woman is someone that we talk about a lot in this day and age. But if you look at her career, she's barely been in anything. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Hit subscribe if you are new here or indeed a returning viewer that's not yet subscribed. Be good to have you here more often. And I will say, and I need to encourage you guys because a lot of people don't know that I have it. If you like what I do here on this channel, you enjoy the content, you've learned new things, or you just enjoy how things are done here, support the channel further via my Patreon. You do get exclusive benefits. Down below in the description box is the link. But like I said, you do get exclusive benefits. There is hundreds of hours of exclusive content on the Patreon. Please do check it out. And you can sign up for as little as $2 a month, which is nothing. And when YouTube demonetizes the channel here, it really does help out. So please do check it out down below. Anyway, like I said, it's really revealing when mainstream media begins reporting it. Right? Now, this is something which obviously they couldn't not report on. This is pretty major. Disney scales back Snow White Hollywood premiere amid Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot controversies. Now, the Gal Gadot controversies are just the fact that she's Israeli, I guess. And she served in the IDF. Sure, fine. I mean, that's not a controversy. That's a non-controversy. Who cares? Like, honestly, who cares? Oh, I know. Some woke tards care. Normal people don't give a shit. Normal people just don't care. They got on with their life. But Rachel Zegler, the Zeg, is a walking controversy. She really is. So it says this. Disney is hosting a Hollywood premiere of Snow White on March 15th. So in 4 days. But the studio won't be rolling out a robust red carpet like it usually does. The afternoon festivities will include a pre-party and screening at the El Capitan Theatre with titular star Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot, who plays the evil queen, expected to attend. And Snow White, obviously. However, the red carpet will not include the dozens of media outlets usually invited by Disney to interview the cast and the creatives at its premiere. Well, I wonder why. I wonder why. So funny. Do you know what they're doing instead? Oh, there'll be some photographers. And a house crew. Right. We're going to have some photos, though. Why even have it? Like, honestly, why even have it? You know what? I think this is the absolute least they could get away with while still putting it on. Or the most they could get away with, however you look at it. I think that's genuinely the case. They were like, well, we've got to do something. So we'll just do this, I guess. I bet you if Bob Iger had his way, they would just cancel it. Why are you even doing it? They're only doing it to save face. That's it. They're doing it to save face. So the studio did not comment for the story, but the scaled back plans come amid controversies surrounding the Mark Webb directed film, which hits theatres March 21st. I will go and watch that. and I will probably be drunk when I do, just for a laugh. Some toxic Disney fans, fuck off, Variety, questioned Snow White being played by the Zeg when her casting was announced because she's a Latina actor. Perfectly reasonable, actually. It's perfectly reasonable to be like, this is supposed to be a white person, you're not white. It's perfectly reasonable. If you've got an issue with that, I don't give a shit. It's perfectly reasonable. So the West Side Story star also faced backlash when she called the 1937 original dated because the prince literally stalked Snow White. You mean lied a whole bunch and just sounded like a dipshit? Yeah, obviously that caused loads of issues. Of course it did. Obviously. That's not toxic fans. That's just people going, what is this woman talking about? In an interview with Variety at D23 2 years ago, the Zeg said, she's not going to be saved by the prince. She's not going to be daydreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be. Oh, amazing. Can't wait to watch this absolute bag of dicks. Peter Dinklage spoke out about the movie's portrayal of little people for perpetuating negative stereotypes. Literally no offence to anything, but I was sort of taken aback. What the F, with Mark Macron was the podcast he did this on. They're very proud to cast a Latino actress as Snow White, but you're still telling the story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Take a step back and look at what you're doing there. That's right. And now no dwarfs were hired and they were fully CGI. So well done, Dinklage. Well done, mate. You stopped people getting a job. Smart. Zegler's reason that the backlash to the film is due to passion. This is when she, had news of new statement to make. I do find it funny that they've not commented on her comment about Trump's. Anyone that voted for Trump, she hopes they never know peace, is what she said. But it says this as well. World politics have also come into play. Zegler has promoted Free Palestine on social media. At the same time, Godot, who's Israeli, has become an outspoken supporter of Israel on social media, as well as in a passionate speech she delivered on March 4th when she was honoured at the Anti-Defamation League's annual summit in New York City. Never did I imagine that on the streets of the United States and different cities around the world, we would see people not condemning Hamas, but celebrating, justifying and cheering on a massacre of Jews. So all of this is mental, obviously. Oh yeah, here you go. May Trump supporters and Trump voters and Trump himself never know peace, was what Zegler said. Fuck. So you obviously we now know why they're scaling it back. Because she is a walking disaster. Snow White publicity plans have already included Godot and Zegler presenting together at the Oscars. Barely, you mean. Followed by Zegler making a promotional appearance in Tokyo. Zegler and Webb will also visit Spain. Followed by Zegler hosting a screening in New York City for the Broadway community. So Godot and Zegler are barely together then is what's happening here. I mean, that's sus and it looks bad. Godot was on Good Morning America to support the movie. I mean, that it's an absolute joke. This movie is a joke. They should have just cancelled it. But whatever. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.